Hi everyone. First a shout to the vinyl community. This is not a vinyl community video. This is going to be a car video. And in particular, this is a video on the 2022 Sonata N-Line. And the reason why I'm making this video is that leading up to the purchase of this car, I watched many videos of this particular car on YouTube. Now when I took this car for a test drive, I started to notice a few differences sort of in the technology of the car, and I wondered why is my car different from the ones I'm seeing on YouTube. And then I realized that on YouTube I was looking at videos of cars that were manufactured in the United States, in Alabama, whereas this particular car is manufactured in Korea. And so there are a few differences. Now the body is the same both between the Korean and the United States, and so is the engine. The engine is just a turbocharged inline 4 with the dual speed wet clutch, 8-speed wet clutch transmission. There's no difference there. We have up here you have a choice of 4 colors: black, white, light gray, and dark gray. And this is the dark gray model. And if in the sun and you look closely, it has a bit of a silver metallic into it. So the wheels are the same as in the United States as well. 19-inch wheels with Pirelli tires. That is also the same. So the outside is exactly the same. And in fact, so is the interior in terms of the console and the seats and all that. Again, exact same type of design as from the United States. When we get inside, we'll have a quick look. One of the very first things I noticed that is different is right here. What we have here is the memory for the power driver seat. And I don't see that on the US model, at least not on the YouTube videos I watch. So that's one change there. And then let's just start this up. So the cluster is the same, and the different driving modes are the same. And the second difference I noticed though is in turn signals. Whereas this has the turn signal cameras in it, whereas when I'm looking at models on built in the States on YouTube, they don't seem to have the turn signal camera. So that was another difference I noticed. Another difference, perhaps, and I don't know, is like this vehicle, and you cannot see it, I don't think, here on the camera, is the heads-up display. I've seen videos, or you might be able to just see zero in there. Right now we're in park, we're not moving, there's no navigation. I think we've got the lane assist on and we're just showing zero. But in the videos I've noticed people saying that they wish there was a heads-up display. Now, I don't know if that's accurate or not. Perhaps the cars built in the United States do have heads-up display, but it was just turned off, because a lot of these people doing reviews don't actually own the cars. They're just going to a dealership and taking it for a test drive and doing a review on it, so they may not be familiar with some of the features, but because you can turn off the heads-up display. But it's definitely a very comprehensive heads-up display on the Korean model. Especially when you in navigation and that, it will show you like all your turns, left, right turns, distance to the turn on that. And a nice little feature is the blue bar, which runs down as you get closer to where you have to make your turn, because distances can be approximate. It could say 30 meters to the next turn, when in fact you're almost there now. And the blue bar gives a very accurate description of when you should be making your turn. The other thing that's on the heads-up display that is really good, I really like, is the blind spot detectors. The blind spot detectors are on the side view mirrors, but it's also on the heads-up display. So between the turn signal camera and your heads-up display, you really don't have to look at your mirrors at all, because you can tell exactly if there's a car beside you or not. So that's another feature. I'm not sure if anybody in the States watches this video and owns a Sonata N-Line. Perhaps they can confirm whether or not there's heads-up display. The other feature that I've noticed people saying they wish they had, but they didn't, was a 360 camera. So you can see here we have a 360 camera. 360 camera kicks in whenever you're in reverse, neutral, or drive. You have a camera button down here that you can turn the cameras on and off with whenever you want. And so you obviously, if you're back up, you got your reverse camera, and if you're in drive, you're going to have your forward camera. Once you go in the park, then cameras will come off. So that's another feature there that doesn't seem to be on the US model, but is on the Korean model, the 360 camera. One thing this car has too that I really like, and I have not heard it mentioned on any of the YouTube videos, it has very good police radar detection, radar camera detection. It can easily detect radar at 300 meters and will give you a verbal warning, something along the lines of radar camera detected at 300 meters, or whatever. It also has red light camera detection as well. Those are the cameras that are catching people who are sort of trying to beat through the intersection when the light is changing red, and they get caught. So there's a couple features there. Here on this model, Sirius XM, it comes 3 months, as opposed to the RAM there, which is also brand new. That's a 2022 RAM. Sirius XM was 1 year on that one. This also has Blue Link, 3 years. So Blue Link is the application on your phone that you can monitor your car and see its location and lock the doors and things like that. So those are a few of the differences. There's two things that I really do not like. Well, one thing major is you've only got the one USB port. And as you can see right there now, that's all I use. Is like I've got the USB stick in there for my music. So if I want Android Auto, I gotta unplug the USB stick and plug my phone in. I wish it had wireless Android Auto. It doesn't. Now the truck does, or it should for the price I paid for it, but it doesn't have a wireless Android Auto on this vehicle. So that really sucks. The other interesting thing on this is just the other day I went to navigate to a building that's been around for 40 years, and it's located on a very main street in the town, next town over, and map couldn't find it. It looked when going into the navigation, and I key in the address, nope, couldn't find it at all, which really surprised me. Well, some people might joke you need a key in an address in Seoul, Korea. Well, maybe. But that surprised me that it couldn't find this particular address, which is it's not a new address, nothing like that. I'm not sure what type of maps they're using. I know the truck has TomTom. Now, you can argue, well, yeah, just use your Google Maps through Android Auto, but then I'm unplugging my USB port and the music on the radio sucks. So, anyway, that's just a few of the features I wanted to mention. On the Korean built, very similar, but the technology is a little bit different from what we see in the cars in the United States. And we see on this one right now, I only have 156 kilometers on the car. So it's pretty brand new. I've had it for almost 2 weeks. Actually, the RAM next to it, there's only about 1,300 kilometers on that one. That's also pretty brand new. That's the Night Edition, RAM Limited. All the chips, except no sunroof. I didn't want a sunroof. And no trailer brake on it either, because I don't tow anything. Other than that, it has everything. One thing I was going to do was I was going to compare maybe the sound systems between the truck and the car. The car, of course, uses the Bose system. I think it's 9 speakers. I don't know what the wattage is. Really, no information. I don't have any information on the sound system. Whereas the RAM there, it has a Harman Kardon, 19 speakers, 900 watts. So it might be something to look at in a future video comparing sound systems, because the sound system's pretty good in this car. I like it. So anyway, that's it for this video. As always, thanks for watching and have a great day.